What the f is this shit? What the f is this shit? Welcome to K's story, Lord for Justice. I don't know what's wrong with my chat today, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's take a look. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege, safe house. K stares down with sunken eyes at the sentenced targets brought in earlier. 2 men, 1 woman have their arms and legs tightly bound and tape sealed over their mouths. Scattered around them are various samples of a drug prevalent in the Ark, referred to as Miss. K peels the tape off one of the man's mouth. Please, don't kill me! There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Holy shit. As the man's body hits the floor, it is accompanied by the clink of a shell casing landing. K removes the tape from another man's mouth. So this is how it ends. Getting used and then tossed to the wolves? You don't have a clue, do you? The judges and Perilous Siege are way worse than us. This statement causes K, who is aiming her weapon at the man's head, to pause. At least we're honest about being dishonest. But oh no, not you! You prattle on about justice as if there's anything righteous about this dirty work. Damn. The bullet grazes the man's cheek, interrupting his seething tirade. Shut up. Get it over with, will you? Just kill me already! Another casing drops. The man collapses, his face frozen in contorted rage. Kay looks down at the growing pool of blood with dead eyes. No! The remaining woman, who is still tied up, watches with terror in her eyes. After glancing her way, Kay pulls out a phone and dials a number. Before there is even a ring, the line connects with a click. Report. Request for stay of execution. Stand by. Denied. Execute immediately. And if I refuse? Murmured voices can be heard on the other end. A voice different from the previously monotonous tone is now coming from the phone. It is the voice of an elderly person.
Kay, are you listening?
X? X?
That's right. I believe this is the first time you've heard my voice. And yet you still recognize me?
That's because you're the only one of the upper strata who still seems human.
I'll take that as a compliment. However, I believe we have a misunderstanding to clear up.
The man's voice immediately drops all pretense of warmth and shifts to a cold and emotionless tone. Kay can feel the hairs on her body stand on end.
The judges are a committee. Everyone has an equal say and therefore all decisions are impartial. However, the letters in our code names also stand for something. To borrow terminology you just used, one could say we're divided into the upper and lower strata. Yes. So tell me, what do you think that means? Remember what your name stands for. Accept the consequences of the choice you made. I'm waiting for a response.
For the sake of righteous judgment. Beep beep beep. The call disconnects. Kay grips the phone tightly and clenches her jaw. Having overheard the call, a look of resignation washes over the woman sitting in front of Kay. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege. Safe house. There's the sound of a single gunshot. Then the echo of a shell casing rolling on the floor. Then several more shots. God damn. Can I just say that Gyat is perfect. Alright, chapter 1. Zing! Is that peculiar time of day when the weariness of a full and busy day is intermingled with the satisfaction of having spent your time well. Beep. Here is today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading the ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict. Things out there are getting grim. I absentmindedly watched the TV for a while, then get up to take a shower. However, I sense that someone is already in the bathroom. My god, my bathroom is like a public toilet. In the past, this would have caused me to panic. But that was then, and this is now. I smile and open the door. Oh, hi. Is Kay crying? No, she's not crying. She's just blinking slowly, sleeping. Sleepy Kay. Oh. I wanted to borrow a shower for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair soon enough. Kay's voice seems dispirited, and I can see bloodstains on her face. Oh yeah, you can see it going down like this. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I rush over to check on her. Take it easy, that hurts. I'm not sensing Kay's usual abrasive energy. First things first, let's tend to those injuries. And how do you intend on doing that? I was gonna call Mary or Pepper and notify the entire world about perilous siege and what we do? Don't worry about me, I'm not badly hurt. I just need to stay here for a moment. And then I'll be fine. Kay! Kay's eyes close as she slumps over, and I rush over to catch her before she falls. Let me get you in the other room. I try to lift her, but she's unexpectedly heavy. Careful. I'm on a mission of great consequence. They outfit us with special bodies for such missions. They're completely different from those you pick up without care. When you're out gallivanting with your Nikke girlfriends. Kay curls up inside the tub. Leave me be, I'll be better soon. And then I'll be gone. Sorry for making a mess of your bathroom. What are you doing? I'm gonna stay here until you feel better. Kay says blankly as I sit next to the tub. Whatever, do as you please. After responding bluntly, she closes her eyes. Damn. Holy shit. She seems like she's really been through the ringer. A while later, Kay has managed to clean herself up. I then summon up every last ounce of strength I have and attempt to help move her. Are you okay? Sounds like you're the one who needs to lie down, not me.
I'm fine. Just gotta catch my breath.
Fine. After giving a perfunctory response, Kay turns her back to me. Jaspers.
Yes.
I think I've lost my memory.
What do you mean?
Not quite the same as Arcana. It's not all gone, but there are bits and pieces missing. On top of that, I have no recollection of whatsoever of the past week. Last thing I remember is formulating a plan to collect intel for a top level mission. Next thing I knew, I woke up inside a safe house and everything in between was blank.
Do you remember how you got your injuries?
Not a clue. They don't appear to be severe, and certainly don't inhibit my movements. Like Kay said, the injuries do appear only to be surface level cuts and scrapes. It's hard to explain. It's like my body is refusing to move. At any rate, that's the situation. I also can't get in touch with any of the upper strata or D.
Do you think it could be?
I doubt it. If they wanted me dead, I wouldn't be here right now. The judges aren't nearly that sloppy.
So what does this mean?
Probably just one of those things. Something the judges consider perfectly normal.
Do you really believe that?
What other choices do I have? Throw my hands up and wait for things to unfold? I've got to proceed like usual. Wrap things up, leave no loose ends, deal with any aftermath if and when it comes.
Is that how you usually operate?
Yes. Perhaps feeling a bit more energized from our conversation, Kay sits up on the bed. So Kay is lying down on the bed. Am I lying down in bed with Kay just talking and doing nothing? Are we cuddling Kay in a platonic way right now? We're giving her platonic cuddles. Speaking of which,
Heading back to work?
you catch on quick. I guess. Humans are intuitive creatures after all.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure I want to get used to what's going on here. Who is it?
Help lah, it's my wife. Take a guess.
Just a moment.
Tell her to come in. She already knows everything.
Alright. Come in.
Yeah! Akana walks in with a beaming smile, then promptly spins around upon seeing Kay. You two go ahead and have fun.
It's fine, come on in.
Damn it, what kind of polyamorous relationship are we having with Akana? What's this? Sorry, but I kinda hope that it'd be just the two of us being intimate, whispering sweet nothings to each other and all that stuff.
It's not what you think.
After a while, Akana finally comes down and explains why she came.
There was a break-in at the library.
Oh my god! Is this the first time they're connecting one event story with another event story back to back? Holy shit! The Forbidden Library, to be precise. My room isn't the only entrance into that place, you see. Normally they're tightly sealed, but Arcana shows us a picture of a metal door that's been split open like a sheet of paper. One of them ended up like this.
You call that a break-in?
I know, the word barely does it justice. The other thing is that the alarm never went off. I only discovered it when I didn't have anything else to do. I mean when I was making my rounds. Kay and I exchanged a silent glance. Let's go.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's time to take over the world.
Yeah, a break-in at a forbidden library, and the memories of a perilous siege member mysteriously vanishing. There's no way it's all a coincidence. Did you just say you lost your memory? I've got a great method that works for me whenever my memory gets wiped. If you want, I could keep it to yourself. Okay.
Let's head to the library.
Arcana takes us to the scene of the crime. A bulky iron door thicker than my body has been torn apart like a piece of cloth. Who would it be? Who could get into here? Alright, the obvious thing is Kay, right? Kay is the one who ripped open the door and got in. Who else could it be? Some other perilous siege member, maybe? Maybe even D?
Is this passage normally unused?
I personally don't use it, no.
But others do?
During emergencies, yes. Arcana glances over at Kay, who is examining the door.
You mean...
Yes, this passage is occasionally used by members of Perilous Siege. It's connected to the path that I usually take. Neither I nor anyone else uses it often. So we employ additional security measures just to keep an eye on it.
Did you report it?
Yes, as soon as I saw it. But for some reason, I haven't received any response yet. I started wondering what I should do, and then I figured that since you're connected to this place as well...
That's smart of you. I'll ask the higher-ups myself. Wait.
I suddenly remember Kay mentioning how she was unable to reach D.
No answer.
From D, you mean? She's probably on a mission. She's always hard to get a hold of.
Really? She always answers my calls.
Maybe she's more proactive about answering calls from her husband.
I don't think that's it.
Anyway, let's go inside. Inside? Whoever did this didn't do it because they were bored. They were looking for something. That's true, but...
Is there anything missing from the archive?
I checked the highly classified materials first, and luckily nothing is missing from those. I didn't have any time to look at the other materials.
Then we can look together.
Good idea. If we figure out what's gone missing or what's been damaged, that might clue us in as to who the intruder was. Kay pushes the iron door further open for us to go in. Let's go! The passage eventually intersects with the corridor leading to Arcana's room. Upon arriving at Forbidden Library's reading room, we commence our search. Not long after that, well, there was less hassle than I thought it'd be. This room holds the documents that are one level below the most highly classified materials. I've already checked them. I see a wooden door which resembles the one I saw before, leading to the room where the Goddess Squad records were housed. On it there's a sign that reads S1452, along with a crude lock.
It's open.
You're right. The faint, musty scent of old books wafts through the crack of the open door.
What kind of records are being kept here?
That's where the records pertaining to Perilous Siege are stored. What?
Let's go inside.
Inside, the room is in complete disarray. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Those wicked thieves! They made a complete mess of the place. Phantom thieves? Nah, no shot. No shot, right? Akana hastily begins picking up the books and scattered on the floor. Forget about those for now. More importantly, it looks to me like some of the books are missing. But what? Just as Kay said, some sections of the shelves are noticeably empty.
Do you have any ideas what those missing books were about, Akana?
Well, the records here are usually redacted before they get to us. But I still remember some of the titles. Let me see. Akana examines the gaps in the shelves. Looks like they're mission records for 2 members of Perilous Siege.
So the Forbidden Library was broken into, and records related to Perilous Siege have gone missing. Meanwhile, Kay has been injured and lost her memory, and Dee is completely MIA.
This isn't good. This might go deeper than we initially thought. Is there some kind of construction going on? I heard they are expanding the Forbidden Library. Yes, but that's not set to start for a while.
Let's check it out.
We hurry out of the room to follow the continuous thudding sound. Thud. As we run, the noise continues. When we arrive at the main reading room of the Ark Library, we find what seems to be the source of the noise. Moran so cute. Moran has a book on dinosaurs. Holy shit, Moran's hip to waist ratio is insane. Oh jeez, sorry about that. I give her a dumbass voice. Moran is desperately trying to straighten the bookshelves, which have fallen over like dominoes. Damn, the thigh to waist ratio. Oh shit. Damn, she's looking seemingly smarter. She knocked over the bookshelves like dung 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 dung. She's so dumb. Oh man, how am I gonna clean all this up?
Moran.
Cadet, are you here to help me? How thoughtful of you.
What's going on with your outfit?
My outfit? Moran looks down at her clothes. What about it?
I've never seen you wear that before.
Oh, what I usually wear is the Peony Association traditional garb, but this is just casual wear. I don't deserve to wear the Peony Association uniform now. Anyway, for this research that I'm doing, it's important that people don't know I'm from the Peony Association.
What kind of research would necessitate? Oh.
What else? 6-0. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we getting 6-0 lore or is it just a tease?
Have you made any progress?
Moran pulls out an envelope from her pocket.
What's this?
Mist.
Hmm.
Oh, 6.0 developed mist. This is the room I used to this is the room I used to select. I mean, this is the room I use for brief breaks. Make yourself comfortable. Akana leads us to a small room connected to the librarian's desk, whereupon Moran, Kay, and I all sit down. You say your name was Kay? No. You said your name was Kay? Does Perilous Siege have an interest in this as well? That's none of your business. Then I won't share any information with you either. Cadet, let's talk in private. Moran stands up. Sit down. Don't tell me what to do. You little...
Both of you, calm down. Didn't Rosanna mention something before about Underworld Queen and Perilous Siege not getting along?
Why would we get along with scum like them? They say they punish evildoers, but everyone in the underworld knows the truth. The only people who get a bullet to the head are those who get in the way. We punish those who do wrong and make them pay the price. That is the only path to true justice. Don't talk to me about justice. What you do is the furthest thing from just...
Enough. Both of you. Moran, can you tell us what you found? We're in a bit of a tough situation now, and any information you have could be helpful.
Fine, I'll tell you, but only cause you're the one asking. Moran sits back down and pulls out a small notebook. According to a recent lead, I found out that mist is being distributed again in the Ark. I did everything I could to track down the suppliers, but it was like they vanished into thin air. I'm telling the truth. I hid myself out of sight and waited for them all to head into their hideout. Once they were inside, I raided the place immediately. But when I did, no one was there.
Could there have been some kind of hidden secret passage of some kind?
I checked for that too. I ran over the place with a fine-tooth comb and smashed everything, but didn't turn up anything.
Could it be?
Here is today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading to the ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict.
So that was you.
Huh? What was that?
Nothing. So you came to the library to investigate further?
No, I ended up apprehending the criminals. They had some mist on them.
What?
But I don't know what happened. I was chasing after 3 people, 2 men and a woman. The 2 men disappeared, although I had no idea where, and only the woman was left. Oh, Kay didn't kill the woman. Wait. Kay, who had been listening silently until that point, interrupts Moran. 2 men and 1 woman, you said? Yeah. Do you know something? Kay clutches her head.
Kay.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? I didn't know Perilous Siege had feelings. Don't worry about it. Just tell me more about the 3 people you were tracking. You said there's only 1 woman left? Yeah. But something bad must have happened to her. She was totally out of it. She kept rambling and saying someone killed her friends. I was barely able to get a coherent sentence out of her, but finally managed to get a rough description of who killed them. I wrote it down and came to the library to try to find more information.
Why the library?
I'm sure the library has that kind of information.
I'm not so sure about that.
What? I thought you could find anything you needed at a library. Anyway, now that I'm fed up with you guys, it doesn't matter. Should I just tell you the description?
Please.
Moran clears her throat, flips through her notebook. Female with long black hair. It wasn't possible to ascertain whether she was a human or a Nikke.
Not much to go on.
Exactly. Even amongst our small group, you and I already matched that description. Is that it? Of course not. Next, she had a gun with spikes. A kind of pistol. Maybe a submachine gun. A gun in any case. Don't look at me like that. There are lots of other guns with spikes out there. Is there any more? Keep going. That's all I got from her. Figures. Oh wait, there was one more thing. I just forgot to write it down. Apparently the woman was talking to someone on the phone and said something about refusing to carry out an execution and then accepting a choice. A whole bunch of ominous stuff like that. Then something about righteous judgment and some other stuff. Yeah. What do you say? Kay grabs Moran's shoulders and glares at her. What did you say? What's gotten into you?
Moran, can we talk with that woman now?
Sure, I told her to go lie down for a while. I can go wake her up.
Let's go quickly. Lead the way.
Okay. Damn. What in the hell is going on? Damn, Moran having existential crisis right now. Moran takes us to the point near where the outer rim and arc are partitioned. This is it. I ring the doorbell and wait for a moment, but there is no sign of anyone inside. I ring the bell a second time, but nothing happens.
Could she have left and gone somewhere?
Step aside for a moment.
Why?
That woman was in no state to go anywhere. That tells me... Huh? I thought your brain was a useless lump, but you're pretty sharp. Guess Underworld Queen isn't so bad for a bunch of lousy chumps. Wow, I had no idea you were capable of complimenting someone. Maybe you're a better person than I thought. You stay here and look after Cadet. I'll go inside. Moran easily breaks down the flimsy door and steps inside. Soon after, we've got a small problem, Cadet. Come inside. Damn.
Alright.
Lingering inside the room is a scent I've smelled a few times before. Pungent, metallic scent of blood. Not only that, she's dead. The body of a woman lies on the floor. I was holding myself back earlier because it's you, But this changes things. Now I've gotten involved in this. What in the world is going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't know when was the right time to fill you in.
I begin to explain everything to Moran, from Kay losing her memory to the forbidden library being infiltrated. All the while, Kay silently examines the dead woman's body with sunken eyes. I had no idea it was this serious.
I'm sorry for getting you mixed up in this. Now.
Wait. Just a minute, let me think. Moran closes her eyes for a few moments, then reopens them. Fine, I'll help.
What about 6-0?
It's okay, I hit a wall with that anyway. Once I finish helping you and Kay, you two can return the favor and lend me a hand.
Okay, thanks Moran.
No need to thank me, what are friends for? Are you two done? I hate to break up the love fest, but perhaps you could spare a moment to look at this.
What is it?
Look at this. Kay points at a wound where the blood is slowly congealing. Does this wound bring anything to mind? While I haven't seen many corpses in my lifetime, this injury does seem familiar. It's a gash, one that seems to have been caused by a knife or some type of heavy blade. Like an axe, for example. Oh shit.
Somna.
Just then, footsteps echo behind us.
Dear.
Did you do this? Dee doesn't answer and continues walking towards me. Hold on a minute. Why don't we keep our distance and talk this through? Sensing the tension, Moran steps in front of me, but... Take this. Dee hands me a phone and steps back.
A phone? Why would you?
Answer it. As soon as I press the button, a cold and inorganic voice emerges from the speaker.
Jaspers. Who is this? 7.
Who is 7? Who is 7? Who is 7? Is 7 related to 6.0? ChatGPT released version 3.5, version 4, and version 4.0. 6.0 is a version of ChatGPT confirmed? Nah.
7. The judges. Still. Return to your mission.
Dee bites her lip and briefly glances over at Kay as she heads out the room. At the doorway, she stops short and stands beside me. Please help her.
I have mission for you, Jasper. It's something you're already quite familiar with, so no explanation be necessary. Wait, before that, I'm not taking questions. Justice has no place for it. What? We judges plus judgment. We embody justice. We are justice itself. You must.
I'm gonna fast forward this whole part, okay?
You must follow and respect.
You are dark salvation, and humanity's as well. You must become an infallible, unwavering symbol of righteousness. All of your past verdicts were the foundation. Those made in the future will be the harvest. And this judgment will be the turning point. A watershed moment, an inflection point, a divergence. The moment in which you realize the true meaning of justice. So make your judgment, Jaspers. Deny all falsehoods. Eradicate evil. Uphold justice. That is your role and your duty. It is your destiny. The voice brims with more than mere conviction, it seethes with madness. I only now realize I haven't moved this entire time, and it's only with considerable effort that I can open my mouth to speak. Who is the judge? Who is the target this time? Who do you want me to pass judgment on? In response to my question, 7 lets out a sigh that seems both regretful and also self-satisfied. The target this time. 7 indicates target. Is me. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Are you sure this is the right way? He doesn't respond to Marin's question. Hey, I said, is this the right way? Most likely, yes. I have a rough idea of where the safe house is, so I'll take the lead. Alright. Watching Kay silently bite her lip reminds me of what just happened. The target this time is me. What? Judges are the embodiment of justice, and so we must always be just. But I have lost my way. The righteous path which I tread has become one of evil. My position can only be inhabited by one with an infallible sense of justice, and so I must be judged and face judgment. What in the hell is this? You're telling me a judge, one of the upper strata, is the target, and the other one's putting a hit on themselves? What kind of insane? You already know the answer to the question you're about to ask. Okay. What? You may know the answer, but you no longer have the privilege. A puppet is not entitled to uphold justice. Is that because Kay is a Nikke? It's nothing so banal like that. Kay has failed us. She has forgotten her mission. She has forsaken the name which was given to her. She has failed time and time again and become little more than a hollow puppet. What's this? A key. Kay vacantly pulls out an old key from her coat. That will tell you about the path you've walked. It will reveal the truth and the facts. It will reveal my beliefs, my will, and my sense of justice.
K.
Clatter. Kay clenches tightly on the old key in her hand, to which there is a tag attached which reads Top Secret Archive S1452. Click. We arrive at the Perilous Siege safe house located within the Ark and open the door. A panoply of books which have been cleared. A panoply of books which have clearly been taken from the forbidden library lies scattered around the safe house. Kay doesn't so much as flinch at the sight. It's as if she was expecting it or already knew. Aren't those the records that were missing?
I think so.
I pick up one of the books. Mission code K53 declassified. Target redacted. Assignment of judgment regarding redacted. Redacted emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation to the Ark. Yo, shift. What's going on with Shift Up? Why are they dropping so much lore at once? What the fuck? What the fuck? He initially appeared upright and honest, but he is now believed to have become intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow central government. Refer to attached evidence and conduct further investigations before delivering judgment. For humankind, may justice prevail.
These must have been K's missions.
Mission code D77 declassified. Oh my. Are they letting D go as well? Target Bright Squad. Assignment: gather intel on Bright Squad. Frequent injuries and mission delays have been reported within the squad. Intel suggests the squad leader could be deliberately sabotaging missions. Infiltrate their ranks, go undercover on a mission to the surface, and gather intel. If the squad leader is determined to have been corrupted or otherwise overtaken, pre-authorization for immediate disposal is granted. If not, focus on intelligence gathering. For humankind, may justice prevail.
D.
More and more similar entries appear in the book. Cadet, I think you should take a look at this. I opened the book, Moran handed it over to me. Mission code V1 declassified. Proposal for upholding justice within the Ark and across humanity as a whole. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark were soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted, which can be seen below. Formation of slums. Underworld Queen. Formation of slums? Okay. Originally intended for formation of minor criminal organizations and other forms of social instability, but determined to be unnecessary due to the current structure and atmosphere of the Ark. Priority downgraded. Only periodic monitoring required.
The Outer Rim.
Formation of pro-Rapture radical group. Oh my god, the pro-Rapture radical group is an inside job. You what? Public awareness of Raptures continues to decline. Attached survey suggests this is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter Raptures personally. Therefore, pro-Rapture radical groups are to receive clandestine support to increase awareness and foment hostility towards Raptures from the general populace. Let's see what's next. Conduct surveillance on. It's a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of justice. And Nikke? As such, it is necessary to, through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered by, find a way to prevent from being an impediment in any way. On July 22nd, X recommended a candidate for this plan. She's a skilled hacker operating under the code name 6 fucking O. Also, is this the first time we're seeing the pound symbol in front of the 6 O's? Because if there's a pound symbol, 6 O is now black. The Black Arc Ranger is the big bad all along. Nah. Trony has black hair. Axia has dark blue hair, right? Axia Nikke. Oh, greyish black hair. Oh my. Axia is 6-0. Trony is 6-0. Trony is 6-0. Nah. Proposal passed with 6 votes in favor and 3 against, excluding the proposer. Covert contact underway. So there's 10 people in the highest ranks of this organization. I certainly didn't expect that name to show up here. Neither did I, but at least we found a lead. I can finally face the Peony Association again.
Kay.
Kay drops the book that she's reading and starts to tremble.
Are you okay?
As I move towards Kay, I catch sight of what was in the book that fell to the floor. 7-1 mid report. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is why K is mid. That's why her DPS is so low. It's because 7-1 put a mid report on her. That's why she's so mid. Mission success rate for general agents and Nikkes is under 50%. The plan itself is sound, but the method is flawed. Therefore, 1 Nikke from Perilous Siege will be deployed on mission 7-1 as a parallel agent. Codename K gladly accepted the mission. So there was a 50% success rate of Perilous Siege. And then they added K to it. Are they saying that D is 7? No shot, right? No, 7 is a guy. 7 is some dude. It's NPC dude. Have you revealed everything? Yes. We have high expectations for you. That means you have a great responsibility. I don't know what voice I'm doing for 7 right now. It's to carry out justice, isn't it? I've been doing that all along. I know the weight of this burden.
Confidence is good, but it won't be enough.
Then what more is needed?
Conviction. An unwavering belief that the path you are walking is righteous. There must not be a shred of doubt. Without such conviction, I cannot entrust this mission to you.
I thought you were gonna say something else. You think I don't have conviction? Do you think I could have done what I've done without it? At any rate, I've seen they are expanding the library, storing even the most minute of details.
That's because records are important. Our mission is to establish a universal form of justice. One which all of humanity can share, recognize, and follow.
Spare me the linguistic gymnastics and just let me do my thing. I'll show you what justice really is. I'll do it by any means necessary.
Understood.
I remember. So that's what happened. I was just a puppet. Completely hollow inside. I didn't have a clue. All I was doing was dancing to someone else's tune. There's nothing righteous about that.
Kay, it's not your fault. The judges erased your memories so they could use you.
What difference does that make? What does it change? It doesn't wash my hands of the blood I spilled for no good reason. It doesn't change the fact that everything I believed was justice instead was evil. Moran slams the book she was reading to the floor. Would you can it already? What? Get over here. Moran grabs Kay's arms and drags her out. What? How come you're so heavy?
Where are you going?
I have something to show you.
What is it?
My interpretation of justice. So Kay is shook because she was working for this organization, but she didn't realize that the organization is the organization that caused Outer Rim to exist, that caused pro-Rapture factions to appear, and so on and so forth, and all the evil things that this group is doing. She didn't know that. And realizing that she was added to this to increase the effectiveness from 50% to higher, she is the reason that some of the evils in the arc exists. Moran ends up taking us to Fog Hollow.
Huh! Moran! Didn't I tell you to take it easy? What are you doing here?
I'm just stopping by. After a brief chat with Moran, Jin leaves and Moran turns to us. Here, look. Look at what? That. Moran points at the villagers working in tandem with members of the Pioneer Association to rebuild the town. I still don't get what your point is. Get a good look? Alright, on to the next place. Moran once again grasps Kay. This time she drags her to a small hill overlooking Fog Hollow. Look here too. Moran points to what appears to be dozens of graves. Tell me you've gotten a good eyeful, then I can start talking again. What is it that you want to say? Moran doesn't answer and instead picks up a bottle of alcohol placed in front of a grave. She slowly weaves her way through the cemetery, pouring a bit of the liquor over each grave. Did you see that? Alright. Then I'll start. This is my definition of righteousness. What? What? You should know. Alright, maybe you don't, because your memory was erased. Anyway, this is what I consider righteous. No, I remember. Less than 10% of the original residents here survived. What are you talking about? They're not dead. What? Kay stares at the graves, bemused. They are alive in here. Moran points to her own chest. Everything comes at a cost. When something is rotten, it has to be pulled out by the root. These things are true, but even so, that doesn't mean you can cut people out of your life and act as if they never existed. That's not how it works. I was wondering when you finally get to the point. You call that righteousness? I call it hypocrisy. I wouldn't know anything about that. It hurts my head to think about it, but I don't regret it, not one bit. Destroying this village was something I had to do, and now I carry those people in my heart. It was something that I had to do as a human being. We must fix what is wrong, Or rather, we can fix it. If you step down the wrong path, you can always turn back around. If something is unjust, then you make it right. If we keep doing that, then I believe that we'll make this world a better place to live in. To me, that is what justice means. I'm not sure if I know what being okay feels like. My life's been hard and always will be. It's heavy, but I'm holding up. I believe that I'm doing the right thing. I believe that I'm making this world a better place. It's what makes me able to endure it. It's okay. Well, I've said my piece. I'll go and help the others with the repairs.
Thanks, Moran. We're very grateful.
Not as grateful as I am to you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known what to do next. Anyway, let me know once things are settled. I'll continue my investigation.
What do you think of what Moran said?
Is it D? Hearing footsteps behind me, I turned, thinking that Moran had come back.
Did you leave something big? Huh?
It's time. Pass your judgment, Jaspers. Yes, it is me, Seven. The evil which you must judge. Seven frowns at K. You're breaking down faster this time.
Are you the one who erased Kay's memory and used her?
Yes, I'm the one who erased her memories. I gave the order and granted her plea.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid you've been mistaken all this time. It wasn't me or anyone else who chose to erase Kay's memories. It was her own decision. Becoming an agent of justice, becoming a puppet under our control, erasing her memories. It was all Kay's own choice. And this time, she even tried to eliminate herself. Of course, an agent of justice cannot be undone by a weapon crafted to uphold justice, even if that agent is a pathetic, faulty instrument.
So that wound before.
Neither a pawn nor an agent of justice is permitted to take their own life. That's right, Kay. Your life is no longer your own. You have relinquished control over even that. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. The puppet show ends here. I must say, it made for an excellent prelude to the final judgment. Now then, are you ready, Jaspers? You already have seen the truth. How the once glorious institution of justice fell and sank into the mire only to be tainted and become evil. All of the pieces are arranged on the chessboard. All that remains is for you to decide. So, for the cause, and to choose the new king, pass your judgment. My phone abruptly starts ringing, startling me. Seven, however, looks at me unaffected, as if he had been expecting it. As I pick up, I hear a man's voice on the other end. Hurry up and decide. The stage is set and the conditions are already met. We may have skipped a few steps along the way, but the end result is the same as it always has been. Now, make your choice.
Who are you?
Oh goodness me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgive me. It happens once you reach a certain age. Oh, it's an old guy, okay.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's see, if I were in your position, I'd have you call me X.
Damn. So many hidden players all coming out at the same time, huh?
Target acquired.
I'd have you call me X. Now, getting back to what we were discussing. I'm sure you're used to situations like this by now. Choose, Jaspers. In the name of justice, deliver your judgment to the one before you, whom you deem unrighteous. Kotowari. Oh, and why is that? This time it will be different. I won't get involved in this ridiculous political game. A political game, huh? I suppose that's not entirely incorrect. Very well then. Allow me to help you come to a decision.
As soon as X is finished speaking. Seven pulls out a handgun from his coat and aims it at K.
Small word of caution. Don't think for a second that I'm bluffing. It's a master's duty to be willing to put down a mad dog, which could go wild at any moment. You son of a bitch.
K stares emotionlessly at the gun pointed at her.
Now, it's time to make a decision. So, what's it gonna be? Which one of the unjust will you judge?
Kill 7 or rescue K? Wow. Alright, fine. Let's kill 7.
For the sake of righteous judgment.
7 lowers his weapon and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself and pulls the trigger. Damn.
This is insane. A splendid choice, Jaspers. Or perhaps I should call you 7. Nani? A job opening just came up. In light of the judgment, you...
Oh my god. X is not X. X is 10. I'm a dumbass. Okay. X is 10. 7 is 7.
In light of the judgments you've made up until now, we have decided to offer you 7's position.
There's something strange in 10's voice, which makes me feel uneasy, although I can't quite figure out why.
You're standing at another fork in the road. Accept or decline. A binary decision. But is it really? People often delude themselves into thinking that they've made a choice.
Huh. Are you telling me that I didn't really have a choice between killing K? No, killing 7 and saving K? Is that what you're trying to say? 10?
In most situations, however, everything is already predetermined, including the options available to them. People simply trick themselves into believing there's an alternative.
All decisions by the judges are made by vote.
Don't get the wrong idea. It's true we did manipulate you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss for you. Some food for thought, don't you think?
I've recently come to know one of the judges better. Huh? What's this? Who?
I understand how confusing, even frustrating this must be. Nevertheless, set aside your youthful bluster for the moment. Suppress your emotions and think rationally about which path benefits you the most. That is the only way you can achieve your goal, I promise you.
Can I ask something?
By all means.
The decision to have me join the judges, was it unanimous?
I'm fairly certain I know at least one member who would be opposed to it.
Aren't all decisions made by the judges supposed to be unanimous? Tan remains silent for so long that I begin to think he has hung up. But then he lets out a deep sigh.
I knew it. I was too impatient. I figured that slight nudging and persuasion would be insufficient.
At some point, Tan's voice has changed and now resembles the friendly elderly man next door.
Allow me to make a correction first and foremost. Unanimity isn't always mandatory for us to make decisions. Sometimes majority votes are sufficient. A single person can even push a resolution through, albeit at great political risk. And to that end, I must admit, this was a decision that I made on my own. But as you can see, it failed miserably, so I will have to lay low for a while. I know what you're thinking. Why is he confessing all of this to me? The moment doubt rears its ugly head, it's already over. And it's simply a matter of time until the truth is uncovered, like with K. What do you possibly have to gain by roping me in with the judges? A formidable successor whom I can entrust the future to. What? Have you not been listening to me? I don't have much time left, but the Ark is still in dire need of justice. I must impart my knowledge to a successor, while I still can. However, in attempting to do so, I have been dealt a fatal blow. What a disaster. You say that, but you seem quite happy. Of course I am. My successor has grown up splendidly, without me having to teach him anything. While we are on the subject, you should consider having a child at some point. After retirement, doting on grandchildren is all we old folks have left. There I go again, saying too much. These kinds of things happen when you get old. I hope you understand. We admire young folks and feel proud of them, but we also envy them. So don't test my patience too much, Jaspers. I can't keep this position empty forever. Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift of you. Think of it as a tribute to the victor. What is it? I leave Kate I leave Kay's fate in your hands. Kill her, erase her memory, make her a slave, ignore her. The choice is entirely up to you.
Damn. I like that song. The call ends. I gaze at Kay, who is looking at me with sunken eyes. Poor Kay. Erase my memory.
What?
Or kill me.
Most of that stuff Tan said was complete nonsense. But there was an element of truth to some of it. Asking me to erase your memory is the same as asking me to kill you. I can't make that kind of decision. That's not who I am.
Oh yeah, Shift Up, you feeling smart now, huh? You feeling smart now, Shift Up? Damn.
I refuse to choose.
You saw those records. I'm a bad person by anyone's measure. All of those deranged orders from 7. I obsessed over how to carry them out more efficiently. I claim to be making my own judgments, completely unaware that the outcome was already decided. And
despite all of that, you never gave up on life.
What?
Erasing your memory may be close to dying, but it's not exactly the same. Why is it that you chose to have your memories erased instead of being killed? You wanna know my theory? I think you wanted to fix things somehow. You were in too much pain and couldn't bear it, so you erased your memories. But even then, you couldn't run. You still wanted to restore justice with your own hands.
In life, we're faced with many imbalances. We pile on additional weight and remove others, attempting to balance the scales. But there is no such thing as perfect equilibrium. Rather than trying too hard to make everything balanced, in times like that I tilt my head, and then everything looks in order. It's a way to get by and keep living. I'm going. I'll see you later. She came to visit us before she went to oh my. Why did she come to visit us? Is it because D gave her the idea?
Tilt your head. Compromise.
The thorns on Kay's gun spark ominously. There's no lasting damage, just pure pain. Perfect for extracting the truth. The methods used must be clean. There you go again. You're gonna be up all night. Remember, clean methods make for a clear resolution. Alright. Stop going on about clean this, clean that. I'll do things my own way.
Even if the means were immoral, even if you did not act righteously, you still wanted to restore justice.
There's more to it than that. I'm a villain. A bloodthirsty, vicious villain. What right do I have to talk about justice?
You're on the right path as we speak.
What?
Moran is a just person. Is she a perfect person? No, she's not without her flaws. But if you were to place her on the scales, they would certainly tip towards the side that's just. even if others call her a criminal, and despite what occurred in Fog Hollow, she is still a righteous person. That's because she keeps starving. That's because she keeps striving to uphold what she feels is right. Up until now, you left all the decision making up to me. Now it's time for you to decide, Kay. So what's it gonna be? What's your decision?
My decision is... Kay grits her teeth and slowly lifts her head. I really can't stand this. Twisting and smashing words together into try and force meanings, even when it makes no sense. Talking like you know everything. Talking like you know everything, even when you don't have a clue. I tried to kill myself, for goodness sake. I'm too far gone. This is why I don't like humans.
You don't like humans?
No. At least not before.
Right. Doesn't seem like much has changed.
You're right. Nothing has changed, and that's a bad thing. So, it's time we change that. Starting now.
I'll help.
You? How?
I'll have to think about it.
Kay, looking more at ease, picks the gun up from the floor. Okay. Show me then. Let me see for myself. Let me see what righteousness is to you. And the road for justice I'm meant to follow. And another Nikke joins the warpath that we are setting out before us. This wallpaper is so good though. Lovely application. I'll use it for half a day. I'll use it for 1 day. There we go. Apply. Boom, boom.
Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics, jiggle. 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 Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics.